and the submission of the MTCC. For example, now, like my colleague now talked about the filling of the form, so I don't need to talk about that, but I need to talk about the receipts. The receipts that are attached to the forms. For example, now, there are some receipts that are already used previously, that have been used for somebody previously, to be attached to them and sent to us, which we titled as funds utilized or used receipts. When we come at such a case, we just send it back that this receipt has been used. Also, there's another one that we call insufficient funds. Maybe now you have 4 funds, 2 files into 4 places, which is 10,000. When we get to the system will just tell us that it is only 5,000 that is available. 2,000 have already been used. So when we see such, we don't have any option than to just return such back to, because some of the funds, some of the funds have been used already for some other people. Now, concerning the form also, we also have the problem of revenue code. Now, we know that for the informal sector, we have a revenue code which is 401-000-2A or 2B. If we see anything aside from this particular revenue code, we should just know that the card cannot come out. So these are the little things that you need to check, help us to check from your end. Because I'm sure that you all have access to this EBS and you can check this thing on your own at your various end. So when you check this thing and see that the revenue code is not the proper one, you don't need to bring them to us. All you need to do is go to the bank and make corrections. Or you give it to the person that wants to be done to make correction. Also, there are some individuals that pay, but they already exist under an association. They already exist under association. But when you bring the form to us and we look at it and we see that this person, and you are applying to us as individuals, now it will be difficult for us to continue to process this form because the system is telling us that this person is under an association. And for those that have been in contact with us, we always tell them that in front of the name, there are 2 numbers there. The first one is the person's BID. The second one is the association's corporate ID. The first one is the individual's BID. The second number there is the association's PID. And we know that for individuals, the PID is just 15399. If you see any other number aside from 15399, you should know the person belongs to one association or a PID. So automatically, this is another thing that you need to check. Instead of just bringing it to us as individuals, because the person has paid. Because at the day we just see M-123, the PID is the person, but actually the person is under one association. And these things are giving us problems. So in order to avoid delay, help us to check these things. Also, there are also duplication of funds. That time 2 funds just submit 2 funds. That time I submit one, volunteer Olariwaju, the next one, Olariwaju volunteer. So these are little things which we come across. Also, there is multiple PID, like my colleague has said. If somebody, maybe he has already paid before, he has used Olariwaju volunteer. Now instead of you to go with that PID to make another payment, and this usually happens in the world. Instead of trying to go with his PID, we just go to the bank and probably have forgotten that he used Olariwaju volunteer. I just say, okay, my name now is Olariwaju David volunteer. So this is another thing that is giving us problem. And if this comes up, that means your payments will be scattered in the system. They will not be in one particular place. So we advise that taxpayers should please use one PID by using their cards to pay. Also, just about the proper filling of forms, put passport photograph, Then there are times that one receipt is attached to two forms. The person is going to pay, especially for those in association. He has paid under Bini Market Association 2.5. The attached photocopy of one receipt to one. The next thing is that you see it attached to another form. So once we have used it for one person, the next thing that we just send it back. So this is another problem that is really delaying the processing of MTCC. Also, when we go to pay the bank, we need to be very sure that, especially first timer, we need to be sure that you are not paying into somebody else's account. Because, for example, now you go to the bank and you say, "My name is Femi Ajayi." Now there are so many Femi Ajayis, and because you say Femi Ajayi, the banker will just type Femi Ajayi, and one Femi Ajayi will just come up and will just pay into it without cross-checking some other variables there, like date of birth, the address, and some other things. So when you just pay into that pay, and when it gets to it, just tell you have paid into somebody else's account, and the person might already have a card before. So this is another issue which we need to tell various people, especially the marketing men and women, because most of them are illiterate, they don't really know this thing.